take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Back to throw. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And again, it's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's hit the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 4. A minute 54 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with time running out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose. Especially
on this kickoff, got to be careful. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 2, 27 seconds to go. Back to throw, flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble, it gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. offline. He hooked it. It's right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like in, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.